Whether you're a copywriter, marketer, or social media manager, having a portfolio website is a must these days, for maintaining your online presence and personal brand and landing new jobs. But no matter how impressive your work samples are, bad design choices can easily ruin your online first impression. So today we have 5 tips to share to help you make sure that your portfolio has a top-notch and cohesive design. Number 1 is to stick to a color palette. One of the biggest mistakes that people make is using way too many colors on their website. So instead, stick to one color palette and use it all throughout your site. Make sure that your headings are the same color, that the buttons coordinate, and so on. If you build your website using Copyfolio, you can change the color palette of your whole site with just one click, and you won't have to go through element by element to recolor everything if you change your mind. Number 2 is to use the same type of images. Cohesiveness is also important when it comes to images. If you use photos here and illustrations there without any rhyme or reason, visuals will feel like just an afterthought. It will feel like you don't really care about your site and don't care how it ends up looking like. So try to stick to only one type and only stray from it when it makes sense. Number 3 is to choose pictures that go together. Speaking of pictures, try to find images that look nice together. For example, if you have a portfolio section with the grid of project thumbnails, it would be awkward if the pictures didn't go together. Or rather, it will look really good if they follow the same color scheme. Like here, here, or here. Another thing to look out for is matching your images to the color of your site's background. Especially if you have a very colorful one, an orange tone one, let's say, then certain images, for example purple tone ones, will look very odd against it. But if you have images with all kinds of colors, choosing white for your site background is always a safe choice. Number 4 is to choose 1 to 2 fonts for your website. Similarly to colors, using too many fonts on your site can feel visually overwhelming. So choose 1, maximum 2 fonts and use those throughout your site. If possible, also use these fonts in all of your other branding materials to make sure that the branding of your online presence is always consistent. Number 5 is to make sure you have enough white space. This last one is something people don't even really think about, even though it can make or break the design of your website. White space means the amount of empty space you have around each element, and if it's not enough or too much, the page will just feel off. Not to mention that it can also affect how easy text is to read and how your eyes move throughout the site. To get a good idea of ideal white spaces, try to find some examples of portfolio websites in your niche. We will leave some links to blog posts and videos compiling such examples down in the description, so make sure you check it out. But the easiest way to get it right is to use a website builder that sets the white space to an optimal size automatically. One such website builder is Copyfolio, where you will never have to be adjusting paddings or margins or wondering if it looks right, because our designers make sure that it always does. If you don't have a portfolio design yet, then give Copyfolio a try. You will find it at copyfolio.io, and if you already have one, then feel free to leave a link to it down in the comments so we can check it out and give feedback if you would like.